Hi again. We are back for chapter 34. Come on, centipede. Bite through the first string, James ordered. The centipede took one of the silk strings between his teeth and bit through it. And once again, but not with an angry cloudman dangling from the end of the string this time, a single seagull came away from the rest of the flock and went flying off on its own. Bite another, James ordered. The centipede bit through another string. Why aren't we sinking? We are sinking. No, we're not. Don't forget the peach is a lot lighter now than when we started out, James told them. It lost an awful lot of juice when all those hailstones hit it in the night. Cut away 2 more seagulls, centipede. Oh, that's better. Here we go. Now we really are sinking. Yes, this is perfect. Don't bite any more, centipede, or it will sink too fast. Gently does it. Slowly, the great peach began losing height, and the buildings and streets down below began coming closer and closer. Do you think we'll get all our pictures in the papers when we get down? The ladybug asked. My goodness, I've forgotten to polish my shoes, the centipede said. Everyone must help me polish any boots before we arrive. Oh, for heaven's sake, said the earthworm. Can't you ever stop thinking about? But he never finished his sentence, for suddenly, whoosh! They all looked up and saw a huge 4-engine plane came shooting out of a nearby cloud and go whizzing past them not more than 20 feet over their heads. This was actually the regular early morning passenger plane coming into New York from Chicago, and as it went by, it sliced right through every single one of the silken strings, and immediately the seagulls broke away, and the enormous peach, having nothing to hold up in the air any longer, went tumbling down toward the earth like a lump of lead. Help, cried the centipede. Save us, cried Miss Spider. We're lost, cried the ladybug. This is the end, cried the old green grasshopper. James, cried Earthworm, do something. James, quickly do something. I can't, cried James. I'm sorry. Goodbye. Shut your eyes, everybody. It won't be long now. Chapter 35. Round and upside down went the peach as it went plummeted toward the earth, and they were all clinging desperately to the stem to save themselves from being flung into space. Faster and faster it fell, down and down and down, racing closer and closer to the houses and streets below. All the way along Fifth Avenue and Madison Avenue, and all along the other streets in the city, people who had not yet reached the underground shelters looked up and saw it coming. They stopped running and stood there, staring in a sort of stupor at what they thought was the biggest bomb in the world falling out of the sky. A few women screamed. Others knelt down on the sidewalks and began praying. Strong men turned to one another and said things like, I guess this is it, Joe. Goodbye, everybody, goodbye. And for the next 30 seconds, the whole city held its breath, waiting for the end to come. Chapter 36. Goodbye, ladybug, gasped James, clinging to the stem of the falling peach. Goodbye, centipede. Goodbye, everybody. There were only a few seconds to go now, and it looked as though they were going to fall right in among all the tallest buildings. James could see the skyscrapers rushing up to meet them at the most awful speed, and most of them had square, flat tops, but the very tallest of them all had a top that tapered off into a long, sharp point, like an enormous silver needle sticking up into the sky. And it was precisely onto the top of this needle that the peach fell. There was a squish, the needle went in deep, and suddenly there was the giant peach, caught and spiked upon the very pinnacle of the Empire State Building. Now what are they going to do? We will find that out next time. Bye-bye for now.